good afternoon or evening or whenever else it is, and welcome. Welcome to the Disco Elysium stream. Welcome to our unsupervised afternoon, wherein Kim is gone and Harry, God help us, has run of the place. So, get into it here. I have in the scheduler this listed to go for 4 hours. This was a pretty exhausting work day, so I probably won't get all the way to 4 hours, but try to make it a good 3, somewhere in there. And it'll depend a little bit on the sort of stability of the technology as well. Keeping an eye on that. But, if you're here, thank you for being here. If you're not here, well, thank you for being wherever you are. And hopefully, you can find us in the stream archive. Without too much further ado, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. I have been raring to go on some more Disco Elysium. Just, not able to stream quite every time I have the impulse, unfortunately. But we're making progress, we make do, and we don't have a chaperone at the moment. Oh, so welcome aboard. Let's get this train rolling. Let me switch us over here and also get our game sound. There we go. All right. Looks like we are operating. So many shenanigans. Yeah, when Kim is away, we are in for it. Okay, so currently we are flush on skill points. I had expected to have to use quite a few getting through what we did last time. If you weren't here or haven't watched the VOD, well, I guess the VOD is not up on Twitch anymore, the stream archive on YouTube. Last time we finally got into the dock workers, well, the docks, and talked to Evar Claire, and spent most of our time on that stuff. Did some other things as well. But, cleared a lot of things from our roster here. In terms of what we were attempting to do, especially the big stuff. And then once we were done with things that we thought it would be particularly useful to have Kim around for, we let him take the victim's body for processing at long last. So now the bear fridge is... bear freezer, I guess, is empty once again. Yeah, anything so's. We did punch Measurehead into Kingdom Come. Actually, we punched him in the throat, and then we spin kicked him to Kingdom Come, which is delicious, shall I say. We've got a few things, quite a few things, in fact, that we can be doing. I'm going to prioritize trying to unlock and pass checks where we can. Internalize thoughts. So we've got some stuff that is kind of optional. We have the money, I think, to buy these pants from Kuno if we need to. Still no word on how to get into the secret passage in the Whirling. Not a whole lot of leads on the call reporting the crime. We can talk to one person about the victim's tattoos, but we're kind of putting it off just in case we find somebody who maybe won't murder us for it. We're not trying to track down Booze and Drink It currently, and hopefully by the time Kim gets back with his car, we'll have the information on the victim's armor. We could probably try to prove our authority to Titus Hardy if we unlock or can unlock the check, even if it's just by raising our authority stat. Especially without Kim here, there's no firearm in the mix, so that may actually be a good time to do that. We're one armor piece away. I think we have almost everything we need. We're not attempting to be particularly quick about finding smokes and smoking them. I don't actually know. I think we kind of hopped into this one midstream, and I don't really want to do what the horrific necktie wants us to do, but we do have some non-drinking spirits, some medical disinfectant, I think. Not sure how to sync signs with the Noid, but it probably will help get it done if we do help the Ravers start a nightclub. And we did talk them into making it just a nightclub instead of also a drug lab. We have a tape that we can try to repair, probably something we can do while Kim is gone, in order to see if it'll help us make Van Eyck's Jam harder core. SL will probably talk to us if we help the Ravers start their nightclub. Keep an eye out for figurines for Dolores Day. We're trying to figure out how to get Cindy the Skull to let us have her paintbrush so that we can paint the blank wall. Probably most urgent second most urgent currently, to help Sono with her project. She's over in the church, and she gave us the tool that we need, but we haven't been able to get the ice cream maker open. Our physical instrument is currently being debuffed, among other things. I'm going to see if I can't maybe just wash off the death smell without having to buy another night in the Whirling in Rags. That's probably going to be the first thing I do. This is from examining the corpse and finding the bullet. To locate a working firearm that shoots 4.46 ammo, to have a clue about the murder weapon, which maybe Renee can help us with. We also have a photo from his little Night Watchman's booth that we are going to annoy him by asking about. Maybe it will help us understand him. We can investigate the borscht, the Whirling in Rags. It seems like there's probably drugs in it. And then Evrart wants us to get Isabel and Liliane to sign his document, and then we can mail it because he wants to build the community center. I'm hoping we can defraud Evrart, actually, in this regard, because I do not trust him or his intentions, but I do want him to give me my gun back. So along with that, we've got some checks that we can try. We may see if we can't find this esprit de corps check to try with Joyce, but we've got some ones we can unlock. The authority one with Titus Hardy was talking about. Most of these are actually sort of resolved some other way, but the ice cream maker is a heroic physical instrument check, and then the suggestion check, I think, is if we wanted to flirt with Liliane, which we may not do. I guess it just kind of depends. And then, of course, we've got we picked up our policeman cloak, so we don't need to do this check. There's a couple others here as well that we can attempt if we are in the neighborhood and want to spend the points to do it. Thought cabinet wise, we are almost halfway through Wasteland of Reality here, which is currently, I think, giving us a total of 0 to our physical instrument. Yeah. So we're trying to not do physical instrument checks before that one finishes up, and hopefully it will take away that penalty entirely. Otherwise, our thought cabinet is, pretty full, mostly with really neat stuff that I enjoy to have. Getting 10 XP from conceptualization passives, as well as 10 XP and 2 real from the Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center is proving quite useful, even as they give us some penalties to some other things. Our suggestion can more or less handle it most of the time. Our hand-eye coordination is suffering a little bit more. And then our kit, we look fabulous. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. Though I guess we may put our cool boots back on if we need the authority. Yeah, all right. Well, that rundown may be a little on the extensive side. Let's see if we can wash off the death smell first, since we're right here. And, I don't know, maybe if we're feeling bold, we'll talk to Hardy as well, see if we have his any luck with his check in a firearm-free environment.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now.
I resemble that remark.
Ah, that soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you.
Run yourself a bath, or I want to live forever with the corpse smell, memento mori and stuff. Yeah, let's run ourselves a bath. If Garth isn't going to keep us from using the room even if we haven't paid for it, then we're going to use his bathtub. It's not like the bathroom can get more messed up.
The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons.
Undress, close your eyes, and submerge.
The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting, like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies.
We didn't take the beer cans out of the tub first. I feel like we could have done that.
You feel nice and lonely, and so tired.
Oh, now we get the opportunity to take the beer cans out. Yeah, let's take the beer cans out. I feel like that is a positive direction to take this in.
Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub.
I mean, that is my experience of baths, actually. Let's, I don't know, imagine something.
You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench.
I kind of figured.
Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the planet's curvature.
Nice. Linger in the tub a little, why not?
Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools.
Aw. All right, well, we can go ahead and get out then.
The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
That doesn't sound like the most pleasant thing, but hey, we completed a task, we got some experience, and it doesn't look like even all that much time passed, which is a little surprising. So, hey, mark one off the task list. All right. You know, it occurs to me, it was suggested in chat last time I played that maybe this guy's problem stemmed from my working with Kim. So if Kim's not here, well, what does it hurt to check in with these folks?
Yes? What is it?
Did you hear that? Did you hear me sing? Did you like it?
That was pretty good, Harry. Wasn't it, Jean?
She pokes her companion with an elbow.
That was... Yeah, that was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit. Haven't wanted anything to end this badly since I had cluster headaches.
Oof. He stares at you.
Horrible. Truly horrible. I beg of you, don't ever subject anyone to this torture again. I mean, seriously, you need to...
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse. And I really liked it.
She quietly interjects, giving you a compassionate side glance. I'm remembering now that if his problem was with us working with Kim, we did dedicate our song to Kim. So if that's the case, it makes sense that he wasn't that big a fan. Okay, goodbye. And you, sir?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Okay, well, he doesn't have anything else for us to talk to him about, so we'll just leave him alone for the time being. Now, if we're talking about some checks, look at all those tasks we've gotten done. In here, we got the cafeteria window, which is got a penalty because it's not time yet, whatever that means. And we've got a couple of checks in the mirror. I remember Titus Hardy we could add to our authority and try to establish our authority with him again. I think the smoker, we're trying to figure out what it is about him that has us so intrigued. So we could use some composure there And I think all of those, yeah, are here at the Whirling. So, yeah, all of those, like it's not just 3. What can we do with our authority in terms of gear? Currently, we're losing one from these glasses, so we'll go ahead and take those off. I think the boots are going to give us some authority, so we'll put those on. And then, does anything else help with our authority? I am so bad at remembering what the various different articles of clothing actually do. I have to look at, like, all of them every time. 'Tis the way my brain is Swiss cheese, unfortunately. Alright, I don't think anything else. Yeah, nothing else gives us authority. And nothing else is costing us authority. And now it's at 7. And in order to unlock the check in just a second, it's going to have to be even a little bit higher. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, we can maybe... I think her name was Lizzie, and we heard a little bit from Everard about her. Yeah, anything so's. A game sort of made in this mold called Esoteric Ebb eliminates this trouble by letting you scroll through your inventory by aspect. So, you know, you can see all the items that affect a given stat and none of the others at a time. I will say I do wish in Esoteric Ebb that the sorting categories were like a drop down instead of like having to scroll through all of them one at a time. You know, knowledge or intelligence, wisdom, charisma, strength, and then other sorting. But it is more convenient than having to look at all of the items every time. That is true. So yeah, let's see, having talked to Everard, if we can have any more conversational options with, as I believe he called her, his law girly, something to that effect.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Are you Lizzie, Elizabeth, Miss Beaufort?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
She points to the tall man by the table.
You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
Let's see. Easy Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot. Or Hardy? Not yet. I had another question. Yeah. Easy Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here. Establish that.
Let's see. He said Mr. Everard sent you to law school. He said you were in debt to Mr. Clare. He said you're the union fixer. You fix things. He said you're Mr. Everard's deux et sucre death machine. I don't think he said that, and I'm not... I'm not sure that's going to go well for us. Let's see. What's the right amount of button to push with Miss Beaufort here? Let's go with, he said you were in debt to Mr. Clare.
I represent the union and these men here. Don't make this personal.
She points to the crew around the table.
A very minor victory.
You know what, authority? I'll take it. Maybe we'll talk later. Okay. Hi, Mr. Hardy. I'm back again.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
He does not look happy to see me. And I also forgot to actually unlock the check, although I think I can do it from inside the conversation here. Okay. Let's see. We've got a bunch of options for what to say to Titus here, but I think that most of them are going to go better after we have unlocked this check, and I don't necessarily want to tell him all of these things. I want to talk about the hanging again. I just found a bullet in the hanged man's head. Me and Everett talked. He promised you cooperate. I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness. I talked to Joyce, the merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you. So yeah, I think any of those are going to go better if we manage to pass this authority check. So let us pump that up to, frankly, insane 8. Here. Establish authority. Still just an even chance. My goodness. It is a difficult one, but maybe we've gotten smaller chances before. Let's give it a try. Or I guess we have to watch him walk back to the table and come back before it'll work.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
I think this is just gonna tell us that the check is unlocked. Yeah. Okay. Making sure. There we go.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time. You seen Apricot, old Purdue's daughter? Asks Lieutenant McCoy. Uh-huh, replies Torson. The ass on that one. McCoy shakes his head in appreciation. A bit strange the old man named her Apricot, but, I mean, who am I to judge? Wanna hit the kebab joint?
Our coplepathy strikes again. I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Huh?
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
He leans in.
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No, I got so drunk. I got drunk, so drunk I drove my car to the sea. Don't give a shit either, just like you guys. Or, no, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. Or, I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job. Like you. Oh, man. Any of these are honestly great. Yeah, anything says exactly. They're all good. No, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. Actually sounds like a fun way to nettle him without, just coming out and saying, like you. So yeah, no, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
He puts the beer down.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
He turns to you. Congratulations. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
He picks the beer back up.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help. Or someone's been raped, she needs counseling, we need to talk to her. Or, I asked you this before, why are you hiding the victim? Interesting. Let's see. It's not about who did it, but I like that number 1 is a little less specific about things that I think Hardy won't be particularly amenable to. Yeah, let's go with 1. It's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help.
Titus?
He looks at her.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her, but you treat her with respect.
I mean, as player, that sounds great. I have no idea what Harry's going to do in any given situation.
If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
Titus taps his chin with his fist. Nod. What's her name?
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's Amonju with an O-U.
Titus adjusts his cap. And hey, we leveled up.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Uh-oh. We said we don't remember being a cop, and we said we don't remember reality, and our composure is not that good to begin with. So this is not an amazing roll for us. Unfortunately, this might be where we can put a little bit of our surplus of points here. Give ourselves a little bit of a better possibility here. Yeah, we are wearing a -1 to composure bit of kit right now, unfortunately. Not that it would be amazing even if we weren't. Yeah, it's a lot to say anything says this point. It's a lot of yikes. Maybe a few yikes from me. Yeah, Inland Empire, I'm with you. I mean, I guess smoke them if you got them, because we don't have to spend all 4 points here. We can go, see when it gets to slightly better. I'm trying to do the math in my head is the problem, because currently I think we're at an effective composure of 0. So we're just looking at the roll itself being an 11 or a 12. So being an 8% chance. If we have 1, so 10, 11, 12, we put in 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, that would be like a 33% chance, which is a lot better, but it's a red check. It's not like we can come back and try it again. Urgh. I don't think it's going to go well for us if we try and fail, but I also don't think it's going to go well for us if we do one of these other options and, like, avoid the check or try to avoid the check. It may not even let us avoid the check, actually. Come to think of it. Ooh, well... let's try with 2. Okay. I mean, that is, a lot more likely, even if it's not especially likely. And now we've got some composure, and we've unlocked any composure checks that were hanging around. So, Glacia Amandu. Cool. Keep your cool. Cross your fingers for me.
You
Oh my God.
inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, but no one notices. Your spine is too damn straight. None of these people would ever suspect you've met her. Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
Okay. Let's just go down the list. What was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Something is off here. His anger is possessive.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
Elizabeth. When did the rape happen?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
He crushes his half-empty beer can. We could establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
He turns to Glenn.
Here you go, boss.
The tall blonde throws him a can. Titus cracks it open. I imagine he's not going to like this question, but I kind of don't care what he likes. What is your relationship with her?
I know her.
He looks around and an uncommon silence fills the room. Okay. How well?
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
He crosses his arms.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
Hey, we wouldn't have gotten this composure passive if we hadn't upped our composure to pass that check. So she's not from around here?
You mean Revachol? Nah, she's an immigrant. Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
He slaps his forehead.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
You said you partied. What did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Sex, drugs, karaoke? Sex, drugs, and karaoke? I kind of want to go with number 4, but I think he's going to be annoyed. Well, he's going to be annoyed either way, I guess. So, sex, drugs, and karaoke?
Yes, and no. Got something to say about it?
Yeah, karaoke, anything so's, is Harry's favorite party activity. I'm less worried at this point about Titus giving me lip and more worried about Elizabeth being mad at me. But so you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He states matter-of-factly.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
Thank you. I'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
He points his beer can at you. Yeah, so while I'm here, I'm gonna try and, hassle him about some of this other stuff too, and hopefully it'll go a little better for having, established my authority. Let's see. Me and Everard talked. He promised you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it?
He spits.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You gonna go and tell on us?
The little guy leans forward. Seems to be very mature, guys. Everard sent word, right? Or why don't you push me some more and find out, Gimp? I don't actually know what that means in this context. Seems like a very random epithet to hurl at somebody. Or I would never tell on someone. Or let's change the subject. I mean, let's be unbothered, right? Very mature, guys. Everard sent word, right?
Yeah, I heard him. Now fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word.
Oh, that's a good point. Anything so's it might be an ableist epithet in this case. He might, have an injury or a bad leg. It's been a while since the first time I talked to these guys and kind of got their little character sketches, so that is definitely a possibility.
Let me state this very clearly, Capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys. Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
Explosive laughter follows. To his men, Titus Hardy is a golden god. They want to laugh at his jokes even before they leave his lips. This guy is a born leader. But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
So it would take an army to bend Titus to its will, but having Everett back you up like that did have the same, seem to have some effect. Let's see. I don't necessarily want to give them all this information, but let's start with just seeing if we have anything new we can talk about with the hanging. I want to talk about the hanging again.
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
Let's if it's gonna be just this, let's start from the larger menu.
About fucking time.
Found a bullet in his head. Yeah, I just found a bullet in the hanged man's head.
A bullet, you say? That's mighty curious.
Truly curious. If you hanged him, how did it get there? And he pats the back of his head.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads.
He gives you an indulgent look.
I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
The voice work in this game is really fun. This makes an interesting little companion piece to our early conversation with Joyce about, people shooting people in the head as part of world history. And yeah, I think so. Statistically speaking, he's right. So I'm going to ask you again, why was this, show them the bullet, in the victim's head? Or I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting. Or did you guys shoot him? Well, let's start out with, did you guys shoot him? I don't think we're going to get a useful answer, but I want to see what they say.
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
He throws his head back.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
The little guy looks you in the eye. I meant before he was hanged.
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
Oh, Elizabeth, you have no idea what constitutes a waste of my time. I've been hunting for cryptids, Elizabeth. I'm gonna ask you again, why was this, show them the bullet, in the victim's head? Showing them the bullet is a fun gesture of emphasis, I think probably not gonna be especially effective.
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
The little man leans in to inspect the leaden blossom.
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
Uh-huh. I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
He raises his finger.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
Elaine pinches the root of his nose.
They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath the act, They don't like you knowing this.
Good deal. Yeah, honestly, pretty funny. It's shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet is a fun take on this. Don't worry, I'll figure this out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
He crosses his hairy arms, having forgotten his beer for a moment.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
All right. Our witness was not especially helpful, so I don't think we're going to get too much out of that. I don't necessarily want them to know, and I don't think anything good comes of the stoking the conflict here, so I'm going to take off now. Okay, so we can speak with Klasia here. Let's see what she has to say. We can also talk to the smoker on the balcony, since we raised our composure. See what's up with that. And we can even give ourselves... oh, and hey, more Renee as well. We can also give ourselves a better chance by taking off those boots. We don't have but I think 2 other pairs of shoes. But hey, one of them gives us some composure, so... While we're here.
Hi again, Gendarme.
Alright. Even chances, sure. What is it about the way he carries himself? Might as well try.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Well, we'll come back once we have some more composure. Why not?
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Put my authority boots back on for now. We'll see how it goes. Well, while we're here, let's see if we can talk to Klasia. I think when we did try this door much earlier in the game, nobody came to the door when we knocked, so...
The door is closed.
Let's knock.
Who is it?
A woman's voice answered, muffled by the door.
Somewhere, not far from here, the lieutenant is preparing her file. Klasia Amandu, he writes. You realize the detective should be here for what comes next. It could prove dangerous to go in alone.
Thank you for giving me that warning, Coplepathy, and also developers. Yeah, I was just doing this because it's convenient, but, I think you're right. We want Kim for this. So let's go ahead and just head off, and we'll rendezvous with Kim before we attempt to talk to Klasia. Alright, I think we're done in here for now. Oh, you know what? I tell a lie. I should go see if I can find out about the special borscht. Just enjoy a couple of unnecessary loading screens with me real quick. Does Gart have anything to say about the borscht?
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right?
Oh, we didn't talk to Gart after our karaoke. Yeah, okay. The cafeteria manager is waiting for you to acknowledge that he recognized the song. Yeah, the church is actually my past. Yeah, the church is actually my life. Yeah, the church is actually my love. Things are really bad with it. Yeah, we rocked it. I fucking rocked that shit. Or told you I'd rock that shit. Yeah. Let's go with told you I'd rock that shit.
It was all right. Subdued. I might start letting people up there again. Now, what can I do for you?
Okay. Well, he doesn't have anything to say about the borscht, so good day, sir. I don't think we share a language with this fellow, and didn't have a whole lot of success last time. I imagine that if there's drugged borscht, Kim is going to probably want us to, get with him about it too, but let's see what we can do.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
All right. Well, let's see. Leo said you're friends with Manana. Is that true?
The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends?
Yeah. What's in that borscht you're making there? Point to the large pot.
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
So let's see. Yes, nod. No, shake your head. Or Mercury rising, run your fingers through your hair. Or sorry, I don't understand you. I mean, conceptualization is steering us toward saying something cool. So, Mercury rising, run your fingers through your hair.
Borscht need more vodka?
He looks at the soup, then at you. He picks up a bottle from the shelf.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Yeah, so we get yes, turn your fingers clockwise, turn the vodka up, or no vodka, turn your fingers counterclockwise, cut it, or I leave the cooking to you. I have business. Interesting, yeah, so I guess we could make the whole place kind of a little more chaotic by telling him to put more vodka in it. Then again, telling him to put less vodka in it might make the dock workers less pleased with their... This is what, yeah, anything says the union guys are having. They might be less chill if we cut their vodka. So until I have a specific reason to tamper with it, maybe I'll just leave the cooking to you and shrug.
The cook gives you a long, inspecting look, then shrugs too, and seems to wait for you to speak.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. Yeah, so we do have a little bit of an idea about the borscht here, but hopefully we can just put off making a decision there. So that's good to remember. Also, what did we need for the mirror? I know electrochemistry and I think there was... Oh, encyclopedia was the other one. Not important enough. We'll wait until we need to use those for something else. But we can maybe eventually get ourselves to stop making the expression. Imagine that. Let's go talk to Roy and see if we can't get our tape respooled. Zoom in a bit.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Hello, Bird's Nest Roy. Hey, do you know how to fix this? Show him the bundle of magnetic tape.
You mean Reese Poley? Yeah, I do, but...
He looks at the bronze-colored bundle in your hand. Great. Could you do it, please? This is important. I need to be able to play this tape for someone.
But I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure. Although it looks pretty... worthless.
He slowly finishes his thought.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
So we have, wait, but you tinker with film tapes all the time. Isn't that the same? Or worthless? It's not worthless, Roy. This could be the next big thing for the local dance music scene. Or maybe you could help me some other way then. Yeah, let's just tell him why we need it. Worthless? It's not worthless, Roy. This could be the next big thing for the local dance music scene.
Huh? What do you mean?
He slowly taps his finger on the counter. Do you know that old church down the coast?
Yes. What about it?
And that's some young ravers near the place. They want to turn the church into a nightclub and play some weird neo-disco beats there. They call it hypnotic dance music. I promised to help them with that.
Is it any good? The music, I mean.
No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it. No bass. It just goes bzz, bzz, bzz. But this tape could make it hardcore. Or not very. I need to funk it up. I mean, let's go with the longer explanation.
Man, you're really invested in this.
He looks at the bundle of tape in front of him. It shimmers under the shop's dazzling light show.
Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though, so just sit back and relax.
Yeehaw!
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand and coughs.
I mean, I'm not concerned with the 15 minutes. We're just killing time until Kim comes back. We may end up reading some books at this rate. Well, thanks for the help.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll do what I can for true passion projects. Just try not to use this tape for negative photon emissions. Take responsibility. Okay.
The boombox I bought, it should play this tape, right?
Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape.
Alright, I have other business to take care of now. Nice. So I don't know if this is necessarily the reel of magnetic tape that we will need, but we'll see. Bronze-colored tape found in the branches of the hawthorn tree has been reconstructed into a usable reel of magnetic tape. It's pretty fragile and in an odd format which doesn't fit into any portable tape players. Nevertheless, Egghead will be stoked. Well, let's get it to Egghead. Come to think of it, this is a list of items that we can't interact with directly. And our interactables, I don't think we have anything that we haven't messed with that we've meant to. Yeah, cool. Just making sure. Alright. Let's go ahead and give that to Egghead. They won't be able to open their club until my noodle arms are reconstituted. But maybe we can also talk to Lien and Isabel while we're over here and see what's going on with the community center thing. And also we can check a phasmid trap.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. A few lie on their backs with their legs twitching. Still, no phasmid.
Yeah, I imagine the locusts aren't too happy to be in a foodless environment.
Poor things.
Yeah. Alas, no phasmid. Egghead first. Oh, hello. More magnesium. We are so good on morale and so bad on health. Guess we should count ourselves lucky to have either one, honestly. Alright, let's see what Egghead has to say.
Come on, get in! The warm stuff's getting out.
Let's squeeze in. Alright.
The large-headed youth has closed his eyes, lost in the music. Sensing you, he opens them.
Good morning! Yeah! Pump it up! Pump it up! Pump it up!
He shouts, apparently unaware of the time of the day. I found this reel of tape. Maybe you can use it to hard up Ike's jam. Give him the fixed hawthorn tree tape.
Yeah! Remix time! Tape goes here, into deck B.
His voice booms through the church as... it's not in the church. As he takes the tape and attaches it to the empty reel slot. He clicks a switch, the tape starts spinning.
A hand on his ear. He listens to the audio through his headphones and shouts.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
His face lights up with delight.
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him. This is big.
Let's not start with the tree thing. What do you mean?
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
Ready. Yeah, that's actually really serendipitous. He wipes his brow.
Now, if only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper.
Yeah.
Intriguing. The way I see it, Van Eyck based his remix on some famous original piece, like a folk song, something local. Seems you found an initial part with the main melody.
Nice.
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
He nods to his friend behind the turntables.
Noid's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key. No, this is definitely part of the same song. Something cut from it. It fits too well.
I was going to say, yeah, it fits amazingly well.
Something mysterious is going on here.
Maybe Arno van Eyck lives around here. I can't remember how they pronounce this. I think it was Ike. Maybe it was Ake. Not sure. Lives around here and just threw part of his song away because he thought it was shit. Andre's got it. Sounds like a local song remixed. I agree with Noid. It's just luck and Egghead's incredible mixing skills. This is interesting because I think probably logic is correct here. But I kind of want to encourage them. Yeah, I agree with Noid. It's just luck and Egghead's incredible mixing skills.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits. Bring up the volume.
He pumps his fist in the air.
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that?
Andre looks back at you.
Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
Let's see. Honestly, nothing springs to my mind right now, but I'll see if I can come up with a solution down the lane, or I think it's good enough the way it is. Adding that melody has already been a massive improvement. It's pretty hardcore now. I think we can find some bass. I think we can do it. In fact, I think Estelle can do it with what she's sampling from the ice out there, but I don't know if that's actually the solution here. Honestly, nothing springs to my mind right now, but I'll see if I can come up with a solution down the lane.
Yo, the warrior! The warrior of dance music!
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
But it could be hyper hardcore!
Alright, goodbye, Egghead. And Arno van Eyck. +1 interfacing while we're researching for the next hour-ish. The question won't leave you. Why did the melody line from a broken and discarded tape fit perfectly into a song played by some speed freaks in a frozen tent? Can it be coincidence? Maybe it's the hand of the man-machine himself in his attempt to craft a perfect song. Maybe Egghead is actually Arno van Eyck in disguise? Egg? Well, yeah, let's go ahead and use one of our points to unlock our, I think, last thought cabinet slot. This is going to get... It's going to get competitive. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and internalize. There we go. 1 skill point left, but you know, I think we made pretty good use of those ones earlier. I'm not overly upset. having high authority is a thing. High levels of authority demands respect. Even a perceived slight could send you into knee-breaking mode. It seems risky. I should probably tone it down a little bit. Help Egghead with the beat. This may take a while. Yeah, I have no doubt. Let's put on... Let's see, we've got our empathy shoes, which I kind of like. Our empathy's already pretty okay. At high levels, it really puts you into people's shoes, being an even more unstable cop. And we've got our composure shoes, which is not terrible. Let's say our composure is, yeah, a little bad currently. And then we've also got our perception shoes. Perception's suffering a bit too. Let's put on our perception shoes. I think that makes sense. We can also probably nerf our authority just a little bit and be okay with our flip-up glasses. Yeah. All right. Hey. A pile of nasal sprays. Brand name Nosifed Ultra. You know, that might actually have been useful previously. But whatever. Let's just check in with Estelle here real quick, just in case she's got something kind of useful.
Hello again.
Nope. That's okay. Let us now head on back to the fishing village and just investigate as casually as we can what's going on with the paperwork here. Let's start with Lillian. She seems to be a little bit more, you know, plugged in, I guess, than Isabel. Go.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down, bastards.
I love the way she talks to the ocean.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
She tilts her head and looks out at the sea.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
So, let's see. Suggestion, she needs to go on a date with another drunk, badly. Yeah, I'm not looking to do that right this instant. It's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way. Point to the sunken vehicle. I don't think I'm going to do that one just now. I was asked to get your signature. Hand her Everart's envelope. I mean, I guess that's how we have to do this one, so here goes. I was asked to get your signature.
For you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Her eyes dart back and forth on the paper. Everart's planning to turn some of the village into a youth center.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that...
Her voice trails off.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
About what, exactly?
That Everard and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too.
She shakes her head. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're wrong to be suspicious.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess I don't really know how else to get my gun back, but I was hoping she would have a little bit more to say or think about this. But I mean, she's got kids. Agree to live with construction noise. There's nothing too awful in and of itself. I mean, I guess once we have the signatures, we can do whatever we want still. So will you sign it?
Aye. Why not?
She thinks in silence, glances at the sea, and finally speaks.
Fine. Here you go.
And the pen clicks. And why did you sign it? I like at least getting the more information.
I shouldn't have.
No, it's a youth center. Why shouldn't you? Or, I mean, it's Everard, so it's probably a mistake. I do kind of feel that way, but I don't really have anything to base that on. I was hoping to be able to have this part of the conversation before she decided to sign it. An interesting thing that my conversation with Everard gave me is the idea that he's actually not all that, like, clever. Though that doesn't necessarily make him less, you know, effective or even dangerous. I don't know, it's a youth center. Why shouldn't you?
That's what I asked you. It's a youth center, and I have children. Got to give them something else to do. They're cute and small now, but they're growing up fast. I had my first drink when I was 11 because I was so bored.
She tilts her head.
Anyhow, you also need Isabel's signature. If it's a bad idea, she won't sign. You'll find she's a tougher nut to crack than me.
Interesting.
Sound logic. Division of labor. She leaves the skepticism to the skeptic.
I don't know how sound that logic is, but I mean, you know, whatever you say.
Sounds like Isabel is the leader around here.
That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way. Why not? Let's see what she has to say. Point to the sunken vehicle.
Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
She looks in the pointed direction. It's an installation. Very conceptual. I wasn't feeling it. It was an accident. I'm sorry. I got drunk and apparently drove it into the sea. Or an official investigation has been launched by me to determine just that, ma'am. Or, I don't know. I mean, I don't see any reason not to be honest with her about it. I got drunk and apparently drove it into the sea.
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
You're suggesting we honor the carcass of my motor carriage? No, that's senseless sentimentality. Inanimate objects don't have souls. Actually, I'm in the middle of a murder investigation right now. I mean, that is true, but Kim isn't here, so... You're suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
Let's see. I don't think they have funerals for motor carriages. What an odd thought. Maybe I should. Or... I don't want a funeral. I hate death. I mean, fair enough, but what an odd thought. Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Okay, Lillian, you're making a really good case, especially since none of my players on the podcast are here, for being included in Flying Circus, which we're going to start recording next month, the first episodes of, because I happen to know some things about the way we've designed the in-world forms of communism to reflect some of this. I think it could be fun. So look for a Lillian XP boy, that was a weird emphasis. A Lillian XP in Flying Circus, if I remember. Yeah, anything says I quite like her as well.
Life World. Someone's been reading up on last century Gotvaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
Conceptualization. I'm terrible at playing it cool. So, alright, I'm in. But organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it? Or I don't get attached. Definitely not to things. Alright, I'm in. But organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake?
Oh, I like that.
Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
Grim.
It's going to be quite a few years before nature is able to completely take care of a motor carriage. You could always come back in a few months and see if you still want to give it a proper send-off.
So let's focus on the things we can actually do, right? Or it's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities, like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area, or, you know what? Given how many frivolous side activities I've done in this game already, and I'm not even sure how far through the game I am, I do like this. Because rejuvenating a commercial area is actually not all that frivolous, is the thing. Like, the example you give here points out how important the frivolous side stuff can actually be. So, I'm gonna go with that one. It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities, like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area, or...
I understand, believe me. I really do. I think about all the frivolous side activities I could be doing every time I go out there with my nets.
She brushes back her hair.
But daydreaming is a rich man's game. At sea, you can't afford to be careless and dream. Anyway, what are we talking about here again?
She shakes her head. I thought we were vibing, but I also am not actually... I mean, I'm trying to date Kim. There's no reason I suppose we couldn't be bisexual, polyamorous, Harry. But you know, let's focus, especially since it's a very, very low chance. All right. Yeah. Be seeing you. White envelope with a stamp attached to the upper right corner, handed to you by Everett Clare. Inside are some legal documents, stamps printed on them. Other signatures still required. You know what? I forgot we could interact with this. And yeah, anything says you are correct. I don't think Harry can handle a second relationship. He probably can't handle a first, honestly. Let's interact with our white envelope.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum. Underneath all this, Lillian's signature and an empty line waiting for a signee.
Interesting. I kind of didn't... I think I got distracted. I didn't realize we could interact with this stuff, and I probably should have done it before I talked to Lillian. But we live and we learn. It is okay. So let's look at the zoning plan.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Okay, well that is a lot for this particular area. Let's see if we can't logic out a loophole in the deal. Just, you know, see what we got.
There is no loophole. The simple truth is the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 14 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
Okay. Yeah, see, I probably could have done something with this had I realized that I could check it. That's on me. I should have looked. Let's see. This is terrible. Poor people. Can't I do something? Or I guess that's just the cost of progress. Or wait, what are the ramifications of this? I mean, let's start with that. Wait, what are the ramifications of this?
Once the construction starts, it will probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
That's terrible. Poor people. Can't I do something?
Well, you could trick Everard. Get someone random to sign the document. By the time the union boss finds out, your business here will be already concluded.
That's a pretty good idea. I was genuinely just going to mail it off blank. Let's put the documents back in the envelope for now. And maybe also go talk to Lillian and see... yeah, okay. See if there's anything to add here.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
Okay, nothing in particular. Yeah, it's like I don't actually oppose the idea of the union building something. It's just, you could do it without, screwing with people. I found some random folks that may agree to put their name, or I could get one of the kids, maybe. Let's see.
Tequila Sunset.
He nods in appreciation. Could you and your pals sign this document? Before we do that, let's just chat to Isabel here. See what she's got to say.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I was asked to get your signature.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
She takes out the documents and squints her eyes. Everard wants to turn part of your village into a little youth center. It's kind of a big youth center, actually. It's just a real estate deal, nothing ominous. Or, never mind, I won't bother you with this. Everard wants to turn part of the village into a little youth center.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses.
She lifts the paper very close to her face and studies it intently.
I see Lillian's name is already here. The girl is too trusting. Either way, I won't sign union papers.
She hands the envelope back to you. What do you have against the union?
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises we never planned to keep.
She pulls a dark red rag out of the bucket and puts it back.
Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. So no, I don't trust the fat man, and neither should you.
She speaks with the authority of a leader. Hers is the final word around here.
Yeah.
She is headstrong, but there's a slight hesitation in there. You may be able to convince her.
Even with our bonuses, I mean, our suggestion is currently kind of nerfed, but it'd be pretty hard to get her to sign it. And frankly, I'm pretty okay with that. Let's see if we can get one of these randos to sign this document.
Tequila Sunset.
Would you and your pals sign this document? Show Everard's letter.
What's it about? I'll let my hand address the situation.
He waves his hand apathetically.
Maybe you've heard. I used to be a very successful businessman. I've signed more than a few lease forms or whatever the fuck they were. Anyone's got a pen, the pro's gonna do it.
He looks around. No, unfortunately.
I got a freebie when I purchased a whole carton of cigarettes. Smoke cigarettes, get a free pen. Deals don't come any sweeter.
He produces a white printed with brown logos.
The writing under the tiny crown logo reads, Royal Extra.
Thanks, Rosie.
He grabs the pen and paper carefully, scribbles on the dotted line next to Lillian's signature, Idiot Doom Spiral. You've done a great service to the community, to the RCM, and to Revachol. Yeah, sure.
Hey guys, I'm a hero.
He hands you the envelope and waves his hand erratically at his companions.
Hell yes!
The red-nosed drunk brings his hand up to his head for a salute.
Don't call Abigail!
The drunk in the pipe snorts and takes a swig from his bottle. The bottle is empty.
Anything else this merry band of adventurers can do for you? Or do you need to go and mail that serious-looking document of yours? There's a mailbox on the plaza.
Anything. His face lightens up. Mailbox, plaza, got it. Bye. Hee 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 hee. I don't think you have anything you still need to sell
The
us,
legend! He's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss and a little speed to spice things up.
Yeah, I don't need smokes or Pilsner or speed. Good lord. I'm off. All right. Let's inspect our envelope here.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum. It's signed by Lillian Carter and Idiot Doom Spiral.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because I would like Lillian's kids to have like somewhere to go, something to do, but you know, it'd be nice if it didn't destroy their village in the process, you know? If only. Let's see. We do have some reading material if we end up needing to pass some time. Cool. Put the envelope in the mailbox in the plaza. Alright. I mean, I know where the mailbox is on the other side there. I don't think there's one in this area. And I don't think there's a whole lot else I need to do over here right this instant, because I still need to get the ice cream maker open to get the filament out of the basement there. It's been a second since I've looked at the rest of this stuff, and I have my hyper crowbar now, so just kind of look around slightly. Nothing here. Yeah. Oop. Whoa. Where did we... Oh, dang.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
What happened here?
In this yard? Someone thought they could have a summer house on the beach for cheap. It didn't work out. Looks like they abandoned it. A long time ago, someone used to live here, laugh here. Thought it was a good idea to build a swing even. An intense loneliness comes over you.
I did think they were going to say someone used to live here, laugh here, love here, since, you know, vacation home and all. Thankfully, they were not that depraved. They love laugh lift. Yeah. Yeah, they did, didn't they? Alright, mailbox. Oh, and René. You can talk to René.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
I knew I'd get to use this mailbox for something.
Other than developing a personal relationship? Looks like you were right.
Drop the white envelope into the mailbox.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
I don't think there was an especially good answer to that situation, but I'm about as satisfied with the outcome as it could have been. You know, what is his name? Anything says. Let's see. René Arnaud. Yeah. I mean, it's his last name. I doubt that he's our enotic music guy, but, like, I can't prove that he's not. So, you know, it's possible. What's ways I can boost my composure? I don't think we have a whole lot that does it, but maybe we have something. Yeah, our shoes. It's composure shoes. And actually those counterbalance the encyclopedia glasses pretty well, and encyclopedia is pretty good for us. Alright. Yeah, it's possible that René is living something of a double life. Alright, so we've got +1 to our composure, and got our encyclopedia up as far as we can go. I'm a little weirded out that our composure learned skill here doesn't pop up in our inventory, because I don't... Yeah, we're not losing composure from our thoughts either. Odd. Not the end of the world. The math, I think, is still mathing. It's just a UI thing. Alright, let's talk to René.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
Alright, we have like an even chance here of figuring out what is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud. I wonder if talking to him about the photo will help or hurt that. Well, let's find out. René, I found your guard booth.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you.
He looks down.
I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He adds with a slight sigh.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
See, you must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard. Or I saw a picture in there. You were in it. You looked happy. Who's the girl? Let's save the murder thing for after the creeping on his photo thing. I saw a picture in there. You were in it. You looked happy. Who's the girl?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
His features stiffen and he gets a cold look.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Alright. I mean, you know, take what I can get, and thank you for the information there, Gaston. You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard. I mean, his eyesight's probably not great, but let's give it a try.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Oh. Now, hold on. Why are you on a leave?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation,
he says with dignity.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
The outburst makes him clutch his chest. René, it seems like you're in some trouble there, buddy. So who was working your shift that night?
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
He looks suddenly very old and tired. The container yard has been unguarded for a week?
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
He nods before hesitantly continuing.
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
His partner jumps in. Mostly decorative. Another one of the pronunciations of all time here.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
He tries to argue.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabinier's pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough, Gaston. Evrard gets it. Big guys looking after the small and everyone working together, I love it. Or, such dependency only weakens a man further. Do or die, there's no middle ground. Or, René is but one man. We need a program. Get all the elderly back in the job market. Keep folks motivated. Or, René should rent out his services. Invest the profit. Get a few more guys. Expand and repeat. Wage work is a dead end. Or, there's absolutely nothing wrong with tear collecting. It's my side thing, too. Proudly hold out the tear bag. I mean, I am collecting some tear. Let's see. I like number 5 actually quite a lot. Putting the elderly to work, turning it into a pyramid scheme, some sort of objectivist nonsense. One's not bad, but it gives Evrard too much credit, I think. Yeah, let's go with 5. There's absolutely nothing wrong with tear collecting. It's my side thing too. Proudly hold out the tear bag.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong with that. I do it too. Everyone does it. It's an excellent side thing.
The jolly man says quickly.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
The carabinier utters angrily.
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Got it. Thanks.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
He brings it up again. Yeah, let's... Hey, we know René's job situation, so it helps with our role. That's excellent. What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud?
Still, all you see is an old soldier refusing to replace his uniform with a civilian attire.
Anything else I can assist you with, officer? We still have a game to finish.
Alright, well, I'll keep your secrets. I'll check in later. Alright, so... Yeah... Go talk to Joyce about whatever the esprit de corps thing is, if I can find it in the conversation, and if it hasn't been closed off. Yeah, we don't need or want... Actually, we can't convince Isabel again, because we mailed the thing off. Need to wait for Wasteland of Reality to get the physical instrument going. So yeah, it looks like pretty much just Joyce is the unlocked task that we've got there. So that's an esprit de corps check. Let's see if we can maximize that with our disco ass blazer. Might be the only thing that boosts it, honestly. Yeah, let's get our perception back. Actually, the RCM patrol cloak does it. Let's do that instead, because it doesn't mess with us as much. Excellent. Oh, this gives us some visual calculus as well as some esprit de corps. This gives us shivers. Yeah, let's get the visual calculus going. Why not? Doesn't matter that much, but might as well. Okay. Let's go bug Joyce. What the hell is that noise? Must be a frog out here. Cindy, are you nice yet? I don't even have Kim here with me.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Yeah, we'll have to mess with that later. Our conceptualization can maybe be a little bit better based on our gear, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think we're going to have enough bonus from gear to get it out of the needing double sixes range.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay, well, let's... By the way, I've talked to Everard Clare.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
I didn't. He's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. Everard Clare is a hero of a workers' movement. He's a champion I've sworn fealty to. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. I can do business with him. For a socialist, he's reasonable. He's not the champion I would have chosen. I wish to swear fealty to you and the cause of capital. It's not important if I liked him. I was just doing my job. I mean, let's just go with, I didn't, and keep it simple. I didn't.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually...
She answers her own question.
Corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Verm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
She looks at the ground and nods.
Of course. I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a Verm myself. But if you felt like passing some information, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
She smiles.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
That money you gave me, would it make things weird if I shared information, I mean? Or Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun. He asked me to deliver an envelope, or I'd rather talk about something else for now, if you don't mind. Honestly, let's get her thoughts on bribery. That money you gave me, would it make things weird if I shared information, I mean?
Weird? Oh no. One of the positive things to come from the revolution is the unhindered exchange of information, you see, even when it comes to trade secrets. Which isn't to suggest our talks constitute corporate espionage. Even if they did, it would be fine. But they don't, since you logged the money as a donation, and this is clearly just gossip between friends.
The lieutenant might have, but I don't remember you logging anything as anything, Harry.
Yeah, I don't remember that either, Logic. I'm not going to mention the gun. I'm not going to mention anything right this instant. I'd rather talk about something else for now, if you don't mind.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later, down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Let's see. Let's just kind of check our topics here to see where the locked check lives, if indeed it still lives anywhere. Questions about
More
reality.
lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Sure, now that we're alone, what is Pale?
Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
Yes, what is the Pale?
Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
Yeah, we actually did get all of this already. I guess just we made Kim listen to it, so I won't try to be exhaustive or let all the audio play out. It's already in the record, as it were. What is an isla?
Isla is windy, sail, Samara, an oceanic isla.
What is the Pale like?
Achromatic, odorless.
The negation of being.
The negation of...
That's right. The negation of being.
She tightens her hood around her neck. It's cold outside. Okay. Let's return to reality, please.
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
I am getting a sense of who I am, but no, I didn't know this.
Beyond curious. Tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with my original answer. You were right. It's disco.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
Let's see. I'll handle it. It's under control.
I hope so. I truly do. If I may...
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as...
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Okay, that's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Maybe it lives under the lynching part.
Of course. Anything to help.
Don't see anything here.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Tell me about the strike
Of course.
the harbor.
Of course.
Don't tell her you've met Everard right away. This time.
I kind of already did that, but whatever. Tell me about Wild
What we
Pines.
did.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So what do they
The
do?
Pines, Cork, and that is the...
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Ooh, so having a higher encyclopedia not only gave us XP and money here, but has given us some other things we can ask, which is good. Who are the other Indo-tribes?
Saint-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
In good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
She does not register the real meaning of that remark. Got it?
She
Something
nods.
Else. Let's talk about this boat you're on.
What would you like to know?
Dang it. I guess maybe we don't have the... It could be in one of these further nested things that I've been kind of skipping over, unfortunately. I will do this on my own time and figure out where it is, rather than hashing it out on stream.
Good.
So that we can do other things. Apologies for the cul-de-sac. We got to do a couple of things there that were a little bit interesting, but yeah, I don't want to just kind of go through one of the more extensive conversation trees in the whole thing and have that end up being all I do this stream. What else have we got here? We can buy the pants from Kuno. A lot of our stuff is revolving around this dance club now. This special borscht. I mean, let's go see. I'm sure that Kim will not be extremely happy with us for talking to Everard without him, but maybe we can go wind up that business while we're at it, and then maybe we can read some books if we want. Still no here? Still no here. That's okay. It's okay. Just, I would like there to be something there, but it's okay. Alright. You know what? It has been a couple days since we talked
Hello,
to
sir.
Annette.
How is the investigation going? Found any curses yet?
Yeah, I found a way into the doomed commercial area.
Oh, that's great! I hope exciting adventures lie ahead. And maybe you can help Mother become less afraid.
Oh, that would have been wonderful, wouldn't it have, Annette? Okay, bye. See you around, Annette. Alright. Probably talk to the driver of the humanitarian aid truck too, but maybe not right this instant. Go through here still. Yeah, cool. Up the stairs. Around the way. Can I put this picture back now that I've talked to Renee?
This is the night watchman's booth.
Guess not.
Snow is quietly covering the numerous wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Wait, how hard?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been pretty hard.
Did I do this?
Look at it. Of course it was you. You partied here.
This is really sad. I must have been miserable. Looks like I had a lot of fun. I'm still not completely convinced it was me, or I must have been on an advanced scouting mission in the harbor. Oh. I mean, it is pretty sad. It may not have been me. Though my RCM police cloak was up here, so, you know. This is really sad. I must have been miserable.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly look like someone really enjoyed themselves here. No point in dwelling on it now. Better keep moving.
And move we shall. Move in the direction of Everard's office container thing.
Oh, hey,
Hi,
mister.
Easy Leo.
I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
I under no circumstances want his greeting to be shorter. I had some questions for you, if that's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes, wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing.
Alright, doesn't look like you have too much new for me, so okay, I'm off. Alright. I feel like I should, like, optimize myself for talking to him, but I don't feel like I would change too much, so, yeah. May not be, well, may not be perfectly ideal to be wearing the RCM jacket. Let's see. I could put on the party dragon silk robe. That'd be pretty funny. Let's do some conceptualization since we've got the bonus for passives in it. But otherwise I think I'm pretty okay. Alright. Hi, Everard. I scratched your back. Can you scratch mine?
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes.
His grin widens.
Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
Let's see. Gonna ask him about the container outside his office. Let's see about it's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this.
He claps his hands together like a child who's just been offered cotton candy.
My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now.
Excellent, Everett. Excellent.
You're in my inner circle. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
He leans forward and looks straight into your eyes with the warmest of smiles.
Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
I keep forgetting that drama calls us sire. So let's see. Start with the important thing. Can I get my gun now?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done.
He turns solemn. I know. Alright, where is it? Fine.
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy, the one he described as terrifying.
Mm-hmm. So the gun's still with the woman who bought it from Roy?
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway...
He smiles and shakes his head in wonderment.
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
She was waving it around at people?
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
He smiles.
It sounds like a very disturbed and desperate individual.
Say, like a certain Harrier Dubois empathy? Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
The Pigs, you say?
There it is again. The Pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
Yeah, can you set up a meeting?
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
All right. We do have some time. Did you order the hanged man killed?
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead.
He shakes his head energetically. What do you gain from him being dead?
Why, a war, of course.
Yes, but what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Harry. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
Have you ever heard what 2 giant Ceres hornets can do to an entire colony of bees? They destroy it. Or they're trained military people. Aren't you afraid for your men? Let's use Joyce's hornets metaphor, both because I like it and because I want to see if he has heard it already. Have you ever heard what 2 giant Ceres hornets can do to an entire colony of bees? They destroy it.
I have. It's a great story, Harry. Did you also know how the bee colony kills the giant hornet? They swarm and blanket it entirely until it suffers a massive heat stroke and dies.
That sounds pretty cavalier.
He crosses his hands contently, thinking of the interior temperature of the wasp rising.
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1, and that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
I mean, I don't disagree with your assessment of their tactical blunder here, but how is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that.
He pauses to rub his chin.
We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
Oh, he actually got a little emphatic for once. Is that why you haven't let Joyce in here?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance.
What colorful language. I like just be, what?
Tits from her arsehole. It's a local saying.
I don't think I believe you.
Actually, no, it's not.
Thank you for backing me up on this rhetoric. You know, there are a lot of colorful local sayings, but, I don't know, there's usually a story or some cleverness behind them, not just vulgarity. Why are you telling me your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
He looks at the swordfish clock and nods. Let's see. How many of you guys are there in the Union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
He replies like a whip.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol. And they're all well motivated, at least the ones you've seen.
How are you going to fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients who'll ditch us? Harry, we've thought of everything.
He's fine saying that Joyce can't tell her tits from her asshole, but not with saying shit hits the fan. He has to be euphemistic with that one. Yeah, anything so's drugs does sound like a way of reestablishing a cash flow at the very least.
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
Let's see. You can't possibly hope to continue like you have. Clients will leave en masse.
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. The company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
This is sounding more and more like anything so's is on track with the, idea of maybe drugs. Also, I am, as some of the folks in this game would say, a man of the left myself. More of an anarchist than a communist, though, triangulating exactly is a moving target. As I try to kind of keep thinking and learning, but I am willing to believe that there is a difference, right? That you work differently and harder for yourself and your neighbors than you do for your boss. Like, I think that holds true in my experience a lot of the time. But it's not exactly like they're going from work to rule on one side of the strike to peak efficiency on the other side. I don't know that this is a reasonable assertion for making up the loss on its own. What kinds of bold, new, exotic revenue streams are we talking about?
Haven't you seen the crates outside, Harry? There's all sorts of fun stuff inside them. I mean, heck, this one has you, me, and my novelty swordfish clock.
Did he just deflate slightly? Was there something he wanted you to ask about? Maybe you should come back if you learn something relevant and ask again.
Like, say, investigating that crate that we can't open.
You should definitely come back here and ask again if you learn more about the Union's dealings. There's something he's not telling you.
I am, for now, not going to tip my hand about the construction noise thing. I think that would be a fun conversation to have once I'm sure I don't really need much else from Everard. So, that's it for now.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Suddenly, there's sadness in his tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
Alright, well, let's see. Let's see if he'll tell us anything more about the murder presently. Can we go over a few details concerning the murder again?
Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you.
Nothing new here.
By all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
Let's see if maybe we can get a little bit of an extra zhuzh to our role for the container outside by asking about it. What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
I don't think that there are literally billions. I mean, there are a lot of containers in any given harbor, but 1 million is a really big number, Everard. Like, a really big number. I would even believe tens of thousands without even thinking about it. Millions is a lot, though. There's something special about it. It was attached to the Kvalsund crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
He says with the fondest of smiles.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
I mean, you know what, Rhetoric? Sure. Everard, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
See you soon, Debarder. Just kidding. But not too much.
The big man raises his hand in farewell. Alright, we finished our thought.
Anna van Eyck.
Ike. Gotta remember that, it's Ike.
Okay, so Egghead is clearly not Van Eyck in disguise. Van Eyck is an Oranese disc jockey, but those people get around, especially in Revachol, in the clubs on Boogie Street. Perhaps he stayed here for a short stint and discarded part of the song he was working on, just threw it away, and then it ended up in the hawthorn tree. But why? Did he think it was retrograde? It wasn't. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of the future and did not want for it to arrive just yet. Perhaps the city whispered the top line to him, and he was frightened by it.
All Motorix white checks unlocked. Reveals Arno van Eyck gig posters in the world. Hey, that's fun. I like that a lot. And we've unlocked some checks. So, let's see. Just over halfway to getting rid of our -2 physical instrument penalty here. I guess by the time we are confronting the pigs, which is a weird thing to say, just generally, tonight it will be over, which is good. And let's see, Motorix should honestly include I would have thought that would include the Renee check, the smoker on the balcony check, think those are the only ones that are still kind of like available. We'll see if that's actually what happened once we get going. Alright, well, tonight we should get our gun back, or get shot by an old woman. You know, one or the other. Hey, maybe both. We do have that armor, which might help us not get shot by an old woman. I guess if she shoots us between the hips and the knees, we're still in trouble, but... Alright, this requires...
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
And Kim's not here, so we can spend all day being drawn to this container if we need to. Hey there, sugar.
The container door appears unmoved by your attempt at flattery.
You're a fine piece of engineering, do you know that? Come on, don't shut me out, let me in. It's just another day, another cop, another container. You're a fine piece of engineering, do you know that?
The door does not respond to your advances. Is it possible that it seems somehow more closed than before?
I mean, fair enough, cargo container door. That should be a reaction to Harry flirting with you.
Why does this situation feel so familiar? Do you have a history of propositioning inanimate objects?
I mean... Alright, so if we wanted to, we could drop a point into rhetoric, which, you know, we have a point to drop, and rhetoric is our, like, signature skill. But before we do all that, let's just make sure to top up if we have anything that makes our rhetoric better. Let's do that, and if we have anything that might make it worse, take it off. I don't know that we have much that affects rhetoric, honestly. This shirt does. I guess it makes some sense that your fit wouldn't affect your rhetoric all that much. Yeah. Okay. And thoughts-wise, nothing I don't think is affecting rhetoric. So, let's give it a shot. Play a little fast and loose with our skill points. All of our bonus XP we're getting.
You're back before the cargo container.
Man, it's still such a
draw
low chance.
has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
I love erratic yet thorough. It'd be crazy if we got two 28% chance rolls in one go. I mean, this is very unlikely, even with our bonuses. Just give it a shot, though.
And as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
I mean, I think it's pretty likely that I'm losing my mind, honestly. Alright, let's at least wait until we have another spare point before we give it another try. Because give it another try, we certainly eventually will. And let's change our shirt back out for the one that gives us conceptualization, because we get XP from that. Oh, there's some puppy noises. She's fine, though. She's fine. She's just being a little puppy. Alright. Can we get back out this way? We can. Marvelous. Alright. Hey. Something here? What is it? Odd that you didn't catch this graffito earlier. Van Eyck Overdrive, it says. Oh yeah, the stuff we can see about Van Eyck now. Awesome. Alright. Let's see if we can investigate that humanitarian aid truck that the one guy is taking stuff from. Or seems to be taking stuff from. I believe we've talked to you, but maybe we can do something else now.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
Nothing there. That's fine. Just checking. Not too much here either. Humanox. There's the actual truck. Been a minute since we talked to you.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
Okay. Nothing in particular. Tommy Lom. That's all for now. Humanox truck. Nothing to do there, really. That's fine. We do have some money burning a hole in our pocket. Maybe we can, you know, make some use of it here. The low rumble of a bass beat. Your heart repeats it. Nice. Maybe we're Arno van Eyck.
Everything's
Alright,
still
Silang.
cool here, officer.
Yeah, okay.
You mean these...
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
Let's hassle him a little bit. We did just save if something goes terribly wrong. Don't play games with me, Hawker. What's going on?
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers. An extremely reputable guy.
And who is your supplier exactly?
Oh, he's a good guy. I think you'd get along. I'll let you know the next time he's around.
Yeah, okay, Silang. Leave you to it for now. Alright, let's double check on what he's got for sale here.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
You know, we'd have to unlock conceptualization to try again. Let's see. We can get some electrochemistry from the Shades of Self-Destruction, and we can get some perception from the Amphibian Sports Visor. Also, we are pro-frog here on this stream, and I can afford to spend some real frivolously here, so I'll take that Amphibian Sports Visor.
40 and practical, officer. Good choice.
I'll take those ugly sunglasses too. They're cheap.
A good starter pair, officer. And when you're ready to upgrade, come back and see me.
Yeah, I will. This over here, what do we got?
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Man, his deals are good, you know? Dynamic Windbreaker Surf. Let's go ahead and grab that. We'll still be in our 30s with Real.
Gotta prepare for springtime, right?
The street vendor seems pleased. I mean, I don't think we're going to get anything new from browsing through the box, but we got time to kill.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
All right. Now that does give us a little bit more of a climb before we can afford the shoes and the
The
speakers.
speakers
that come with
below
them.
are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Yeah. Well, once we do clear 50, and we will, I'm sure, Encyclopedia will help us. So let's see. Perception. Beady, suspicious eyes. Malformed green frog of the visor seems to keep an eye on your surroundings. A beady, suspicious eye. The lime-tinted cellophane appears to be poorly molded. The imprint says, made in Safre. Shades of Self-Destruction, +1 electrochemistry, Wreck-It Jack, and -1 logic, suicidal ideations. Goodness. These death-tinted shades come with an odd longing for self-destruction. They're ugly. You don't even need a mirror to know this. Describing them is futile. Better get a glass of wine. And the Dynamic Windbreaker Surf, +1 to composure, keep your cool. -1 to shivers, weatherproof. This nylon wind cheater is so dynamic, it wraps around you like a membrane. Equipped with stowable hood, the backside of the garment is covered in sport and summer-related text. It swishes softly as you walk. Fascinating. I do like having the little logic boost, but let's be perceptive in our extremely silly visor. All right. And while we're here, I don't think there's going to be anything else to do with this hawthorn tree, but let's just have a look.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane endures the wintry gusts with ease.
Yeah, I don't want to be mad at the tree, so we can leave it there. That's just fine. Alright. Honestly, there's probably some stuff I can sell. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, those motorics checks really should have unlocked. I guess let's use the smoker on the balcony to check and see if that actually did function like the thought said they would.
Hi again, Gendarme.
No, still locked. Fascinating.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Huh. Well, that's too bad. Let me just double check what it says. All motorics white checks unlocked. Yeah, it just didn't do that. As far as I can tell, anyway. If I'm missing something and somebody knows what it is, let me know. Below the grime, a dark neon poster reads, Van Eyck totally transcendent. Nice. Nothing there. Just looking to see what perception brings me as I wander a bit. You know, guys, gals, otherwise, I miss Kim. A message has been carved into the wall. Trans Nation, Ike Nation. You know, while we're spending money left and right, this is probably as good a time as any to buy some of those books that we saw in here once upon a time. And that might be a pretty decent way to wind down what is, you know, not our longest stream, but not our shortest either. You know, just respect the fatigue, as it were. How you doing, Plaisance?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Yeah, nothing to say. That's fine.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
So we can get Helmdallerman, the man from Helmdall, or the man from Helmdall and the Devil Woman. Those are a little more expensive than I remembered them being. What else can we buy, and how much does it cost?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Yeah, I remembered the board games being a little on the pricey side. Wonder if we could get Kim to have a game night with us, though. That'd be fun. Just checking out my options here. I have some books I can read.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity might be a fun one.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are.
The Greatest Innocence, yeah. Pretty cheap, too. I don't think there was necessarily anything else over
This
here.
bookstore is...
We already got that one. Alright, well, let's stand on this little piece of carpet and read one of the books we've already got. And then we'll, you know, see if maybe next time we don't pick up with buying a book. So the Medicinal Purposes of the Pale we've already, I believe, read. But 16 Days of Coldest April. And we've also got La Fumée Volume 1, Number 4. the leading intellectual organ of Martinez communism, offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. The cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Faisal with a pair of white antlers growing out of his head. Let's read that one.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Faisal. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Why Faisal?
Because Faisal was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Flip through the pages. See what catches your eye.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections: international developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Let's start with that editor's note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Would it really be a journal if it was not asking you to help support it? You know, solidarity, I guess. Times are hard. So let's see. Let's see what they mean by local concerns first. That seems most relevant to us, and then we'll see what else we can find elsewhere.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike.
Yeah, makes sense.
You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First, we take Martinez. Then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Damn communists should have killed the whole lot of them when they had the chance. Or if it weren't for the wild pines, all those moochers would be out of a job, or charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Or wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation? Or why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me. I mean, I do, think that housing as a commodity is just like pretty straightforwardly evil. So charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous, is a somewhat snarky way of putting this. Let's go with that.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution so long as it's only redistributed upward.
If the shoe fits.
Good thing your rent-paying days are behind you.
Yeah, Isabel just gave us a shack.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
All right, let's catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
You know, I could have put all of our conceptualization gear back on before I started reading about art and culture, but what is Kunst und Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
It must.
As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective. The Tip Top Tournée is an inter-isolari racing series, mostly known for its high speeds, ludicrous sponsorship deals, and high death toll. In Revachol, it's held quadrennially on the prestigious Zero Carousel racing circuit.
Nice. Got some experience, got some money, got some background. Let's see. Read the profile of CS. All right, let's see what these communists have to say about Tip Top. Let's start with the Tip Top, and then we'll see about the profile of CS.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers.
Why would I think that? Have I not looked at the rest of this journal so far?
Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
Wait, what's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
I mean, no lies detected yet.
So, all of it, basically.
Let's see. Hang on, who wrote this stuff?
Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines. Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka. There's no way those are real names.
I mean, yes, clearly. Wait, why aren't they real names?
Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms.
What's so bad about sponsorships? I mean, as somebody living in the United States of America, I remember when it was called the Louisiana Superdome.
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity. Thus, the so-called tournée becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a fritter.
Yeah, I mean, again, so far this admittedly laborious sounding read has not said anything that doesn't seem just kind of manifestly and obviously true to me. So, right, but then you get to see them crash.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
So no, I'm pretty sure I like it for the racing, or wow, you're right, I really am just in it for the violence. I mean, I don't know that Harry really has much of an opinion here. Because he doesn't remember much, but wow, you're right, I really am just in it for the violence.
You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tournée is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
I certainly haven't avoided that conclusion in reading this.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
All right, time to put the magazine away. Okay, well, we have some more reading to do, maybe some more books to buy in order to pass some of the time, because we're, not going to be able to do absolutely everything. We do have our one skill point in reserve here, but since those motorics checks didn't seem to actually unlock when that thought completed, we're a little more limited even than we would have been. And, you know, our long, lonely afternoon without Kim proceeds apace. So, you know, we'll pick it up there next time and see what else we can get up to, what other trouble we can get in. In the meantime, though, thank you very much for tuning in for this, you know, sort of medium-length stream as these things go. And I hope that you will, you know, tune in again next time. I don't know precisely when it's going to be yet, but I will update it on the schedule and sort of put it out on socials and stuff when it does come around. And I'll try to have it on a day that isn't Friday. I know people are like actually having other things going on, you know, in the evenings of a given Friday a lot of the time. It just happened to be this week when I could steal the time for a stream, so didn't want to miss out on it, even if it wasn't at an ideal time. So yeah, if you are seeing this, you know, in the you know, stream or in the VODs or anything, I appreciate you tuning in. And I hope that you enjoyed continuing this journey with me. And in the meantime, I hope you have a good day or night or whatever it is for you. Let's have a little bit of music on our way out, and I'll see you next time. Take care till then.